In today's installment of America's Jobs, 3 small business success stories. 3 women taking control of their careers before the rough economy did it for them. Now they're living their dreams as business owners doing work they love. And our workplace contributor, Tori Johnson, is here to tell us how they did it and how you can too. Good to have you back, Tori. And you know, for most people, once they get that idea and figure out what they want the business to be, the big obstacle is money.
Money. I don't have any money, I can't possibly do it. And these 3 women showed that, yes, you can do it. A little bit of encouraging news was that for the first 5 months of this year, the SBA says that they backed more than 4,000 loans totaling more than $11 billion. So we're starting to see that some money is out there, and that brings us with good luck and good news.
Small loans.
Small loans. To Vivian Tenario, for example. Exactly a year ago, she was working as a software installer, and she saw that the work orders were slowing down in her company, and she started to think, I need a plan B in case I get a pink slip. Realizing, of course, I can't do without a paycheck, what would I do in the event? And so she decided to start dabbling with a family recipe of flan. And people said, oh, you can't really build a business out of that dessert, it's not going to work. And she said, watch me. And she started cooking up little batches, sampling it in different areas around where she lived, and the orders started coming in, and she realized I might be onto something. She packed up her car, drove to the Austin headquarters of Whole Foods, dropped off some samples, begged a receptionist to make sure that a buyer was able to get that package. The next day they called and placed an order. She's now in 100 Whole Foods stores as well as others. She realized
it must be very good flan.
Really good flan. You know what? It got a thumbs up around here, 2 double thumbs up around here. And what she realized then was she needed some money to really grow. She applied for and got a $15,000 loan. That's all she needed. And she's now projecting retail sales for this year of $250,000.
That is really something. So what's the big lesson you learned from Vivian?
For her, there's 2 of them. So one is get friendly with your bankers. Know what the bank wants before you just go in and ask for the money. You know, all of us can go into our banks and talk to people. Go into other banks in your area and talk about what they're looking for when lending. And also, try before you buy. So a lot of times people think that, you know, I'm going to need all of this expensive equipment. One of the best tips Vivian says is for someone who wants to start a food business and probably can't do it in their home, look for commercial kitchen space, maybe even by calling a church and saying, you know what, can I just rent in off hours when you're not using that kitchen? So try things out before you invest in expensive technology or before you sign leases.
The next woman you found her money on the internet.
She found it on the internet, yes. So Lydia Hamilton was, until earlier this year, an IT project manager, decided she wanted a complete change in career direction. And like Vivian, she needed money, $25,000, to start up what she wanted was a specialty women's clothing boutique. She went into 3 banks. All 3 banks said, love your business plan, sorry, no. And she couldn't get the money. They said, check back with us, maybe another time. And she said, no, right now. And so she decided to go onto the internet, and she found Prosper, which is the largest peer-to-peer lending network. And that means you can, if you have good credit, post your loan request online, and anybody, frankly, can choose to invest in your business as long as it's a minimum of $25. In 10 days after posting this, 700 strangers fully funded her $25,000. So she's paying a little bit more interest than she would with the bank, but she got her money right now. Really happy. Boutique LaRue is up and running both online and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Your third example gets into what could be tricky territory, going to your family for money.
That's right. It happened to work really well for Teresa Delphin. Her idea was to start a company that would create clothing for pregnant women who love the rugged outdoors. Instead of going the traditional routes, the bank or online, she went to family, to her parents, her in-laws, and an uncle. And together they put up $140,000. A lot of money for her business. Mountain Mama actually launches today online. And she's really excited because she says her best resources came from networking within her industry. And she said, you'd be surprised how many people are willing to share with you the best vendors, the best resources. And she's particularly proud that the tops in the collection start at just $29, and they're all made around her area in California. The factory is milled down, it produces the fabric in downtown LA. The zippers are from Anaheim, and so she's helping to keep jobs in America with her line.
All local. Real quickly on this, when you go to your family, it's important to do everything by the book, write it all out, write out the terms.
Absolutely, absolutely. Make sure that everybody's cleared. Is this a gift? Is it a loan? What are the terms of repayment? You know, do you own a piece of the business? When do you expect to be paid back? What kind of interest? Just as to the letter as you would if you were going to the bank. You know, just as specific, really important.
Be clear. Okay, Tori Johnson, thanks very much.